Okay, so today I want to talk about a new change to Google Ads that is sure to affect, well, probably most of us. So let's get going. So Google recently announced that we will now start seeing LSA ads inside of Maps. And so what I'm curious about is what this is going to do, not just for Google Ads, of course it's going to affect Google Ads, but also what it's going to do for SEO in general. So you got to remember, LSA are the Google Guaranteed. Those are the green checkmark ads at the top. If I search plumber near me, I get a list of basically Google preferred providers. These leads are cheaper. You can actually dispute any leads that you get from there in case it's a bad lead. So then that can save you money. They're very budget conscious. They're one of the first things that we recommend for people when they're trying lead generation because it's cheap in comparison to a lot of other things, especially Google PPC. So now remember what the top of the SERP page looks like. You go from local service ads, then you go into paid search ads, and then you go into the Maps pack. And a little while ago, I don't know how long ago, they introduced a location extension into ads, which allowed you to place a search ad into the Maps pack. Now what they're saying is we will get an LSA ad into the Maps pack. And LSA ads, you can't opt out of this. It's not like you don't get it because you didn't set it up, like with search. This would be you get it whether you like it or not. I'm imagining so. All this stuff is in flux. But what I don't know is whether or not they will do LSA and Maps pack at the same time. If they do, think about what that does to the Maps pack. The Maps pack had 3 organic listings, then it became 4 when they added the search extension. And if they add an LSA, they're going to probably add it up above the search extension because that is the natural place to put it in relation to the rest of the SERP page. So what does that do? That pushes your paid results or your unpaid, your organic results further on down. The farther down those organic results get, the fewer clicks they're going to get. And Google wants that. Most likely, they have had conversations about wanting that because the more that is paid above the scroll, the better chance of them making their shareholders happy because ads are their main revenue driver and they all want to know how well the ads are performing. And with COVID, you saw an increase in ad spending on Google's platform, so they made a killing. But they're not going to just try and go back down to where it was before. No. So what are they doing? They're trying to infuse more ads into the system so they continually get the money that is coming into that platform. They don't want to give away their search engine traffic for free. And they have a careful balance that they're trying to do here where they take care of the user while they monetize the user at the same time. So this means SEO will get even harder because now we go down yet another, slot down the rung because it's basically taking one more paid listing and putting it above all of the organic. That's what's going to end up happening. But what does this do for ads? Now for ads, this is actually kind of beneficial because some people don't ever look at the LSA ads. They don't trust them yet. They don't trust the search ads yet, but they will trust the map pack. And now that we have 2 ways to hit the map pack instead of 1, I can't help but go, okay, for early adopters, that's going to be a bit of a boon. And so if you can make your way into the map pack, or if somebody's searching on maps, that can also affect the navigability if they're using like Google Maps, right? So that way, if that's their primary source of searching, there's a better chance of you ending up on top. So how all this is going to play out in the grand scheme of things, who knows? No one knows. It's Google making moves that's obviously with money in their directive, so we get to ride the wave. But it's like this on every platform. I see a lot of people complaining about it. I'm like, well, they built the platform. They get to do what they want. Do I like the fact that they have such a stranglehold on the market? No, but it is what it is. And so if that's what Google is wanting to do, that's the game we get to play. Now, think of it this way. It used to be the only way that you could get to the top of the map pack easily and quickly was to pay for it with a location extension. Well, now, which is expensive because that could be multiple clicks before it actually ends up turning into a lead. Well, now you get it with LSA. LSA is going to be cheaper if it comes out of there because you can dispute it if it's a bad lead to some degree. Don't get crazy. But you also pay less, even on the click sometimes. So you might click, they contact you, and then boom, you're set to go. And that becomes a qualified lead. And typically we find that those are just cheaper at LSA. So that's kind of the name of the game. So Google's changing things up yet again. And what it means for you is that you get to ride the wave and you get to see what the results are. We will too. We watch this stuff like a hawk because it affects our clients and it affects our business by nature. So if you are curious about Google search or LSA or anything regarding like Google visibility, by all means, go to tylerwilliams.net, schedule a consult because there's a lot of minutia to Google. And there's a lot of ways to look at it. And I offer people a free consult. You can sit down with me and if you seem like you're interested in services, cool, we can talk about that too. But at the very least, we'll give you a roadmap. And Google is a huge part of that roadmap. Thanks.